They work it off on the right side to Johnson. Johnson hooks it over Allen and hit it.
Yes, he did. All 6'5" of them.
Keldon Johnson with a 14-point ball game, and just like that, the Cavs are staring at an 18-point deficit. Garland out front, thought about a three, lobs it to Allen, hands it back to GG, left of the lane, shoots and scores as he went tumbling down. GG makes it 61-45. At the other end, floater in the lane, missed by Roby, and nobody boxed out Bassey, and he'll slam it home on the putback.
And that's where Bassey's going. Everything he does around the rim. Great length, great hops, and he's very, very physical.
63-45. Here's LeVert in the lane. Spins, shoots, good. Here's LeVert has a double-digit first half with 10. That bucket gets the Cavs to within 16 at 63-47. We're under a minute to go, second quarter in San Antonio. Out front, Bassey on the handoff to Vassell. Devin Vassell with a three ball. Big bounce off the back of the rim. Ball loose on the floor. Mitchell rips it out of the hands of Romeo Langford. Donovan Mitchell into the forecourt for the Cavaliers. Mitchell, word of the lane, float, scores. Donovan Mitchell, as he was falling out of bounds, sent it home. That'll make it 63-49. San Antonio can run it all the way out. Here's Trey Jones right in front of the scorer's table. Jones with Garland about 3 feet off him. Jones on the handoff to Johnson, 5 on the shot clock. Johnson down the lane, high off the glass and good. Wow.
Execution. He took Jared Allen. He took him off the dribble like he was going against a smaller man. What a nice placement up high.
65-49. Cavs can play for the final shot. Garland, left wing, unloads a three. Up the back of the rim, no good. And that will end the first half of play. Well, the Cavaliers are going to head to the locker room staring at a 16-point deficit as they're outscored.
Health insurer of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
If I'm being totally honest, I cannot stop thinking about them coming.
This is the moment you've been waiting for. Blink-182 are coming live in concert. Tour 2023. Travis Barker, Tom DeLonge, and Mark Hoppus together again. Blink-182 with special guest Turnstile. Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, May 16th. Get tickets now at rocketmortgagefieldhouse.com.
Cleveland-based TCP Lighting is a proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. TCP manufactures energy-efficient, high-performance LED lamps and fixtures. New product innovations that change the way you light your home and workplace for the better. With a light for every application, TCP is Cleveland's hometown lighting provider. TCP, lighting the land. Learn more at tcpi.com. That's tcpi.com.
Buying a home? Rocket Mortgage will cover 1% of your rate for the first year at no cost to you with Inflation Buster. That's more road trips, more front row seats. Plus, if rates drop within 3 years of your home purchase, you'll get exclusive savings when you refinance with Rate Drop Advantage. Save when you buy today and refinance tomorrow. Call 833-7-ROCKET today or visit inflationbuster.com to start saving.
For fees, covered rate, life date requirements, and other terms and conditions, visit inflationbuster.com. Call 1-833-7-ROCKET. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, number 3030.
Now, it's time for the Cavaliers Audioverse Halftime Show. Here's your host, Mike Snyder.
It's halftime in San Antonio, and the Cavaliers really staggered to the break after being outscored 36-22 in the second quarter, and the Spurs have a 65-49 lead over the Cavs. San Antonio entering tonight's game just 8-18, but they are coming off of a big win in Miami over the weekend. The Cavaliers playing well at home, but they've had their problems on the road. They've dropped 7 of their last 8, and right now they've got a big deficit to climb back from as they trail the Spurs by 16 here at the half. In this one, you look back at it, first quarter, Spurs led it 29-27, but then they put together a 16-0 run in the second quarter, and that's where they separated. And really, it's been a collective effort for the Spurs, led by Keldon Johnson.
Here's Mitchell, right of the lane. Pocket pass, right corner, ice. His three rolled in and out. Rebound Sohan. Down the floor to Johnson, left of the lane. Bucket's good, and a blocking foul is called on Kevin Love. More points in the paint for San Antonio. That puts them at 30 points in the paint.
And it got to 38 at the half. And how about this? Second chance points, Spurs 17, Cavs 4. So you look at a 16-point deficit, and that is the diff. It's Keldon Johnson with 14, Josh Richardson with 13 for the Spurs, who are shooting 55% from the field and winning the rebound battle 29-19, 10 offensive boards. Cavaliers, this 21 of 49 from the field, 3 of 14 in threes. They're at 43% overall. Donovan Mitchell back tonight and has 14 points, and off the bench, Caris LeVert has 10. But it's not been much else inside for the Cavs. They've just not been able to stop the Spurs. And it's really at the other end of the floor where the Cavs have really had their problems in trying to contain the Spurs, as they've gotten inside pretty much at will through two quarters and lead it here 65-49. Now, other games in progress in the NBA tonight. In the third quarter in Memphis, Grizzlies all over Atlanta, 86-64. Halftime in Dallas, the Mavericks with a 24-point first half from Luka Doncic, and they lead the Thunder 66-52. Cavs will play at Dallas on Wednesday in the second game of this trip. It's a 9 o'clock tip on Wednesday night. Yet to begin, tonight Minnesota is at Portland, and later tonight Boston, with the best record in the league at 21-6. They're in L.A. to meet the Clippers. A couple of finals that are in, the Heat. They grind out an 87-82 win over Indiana. And the Nets got 30 from Kevin Durant and beat the Wizards tonight 112-100. Sad news over the weekend to learn of the passing of former Cavaliers head coach Paul Silas. Of course, Paul, a terrific NBA career as a player, a three-time NBA champion. Cavaliers, in a statement this weekend, said that Paul Silas served as head coach of the Cavs from 2003 to 2005. His engaging presence and huge personality inspired legions of NBA players and coaches. We send our deepest sympathy and condolences to the Silas family and everyone that loved him. Rest in power, Coach. Well, he was LeBron James' first NBA coach, and here's what LeBron had to say about Coach Silas.
One of the greatest human beings I've ever been around. The start of my journey in this league started with him, and his command, his principles, his attention to detail, but his love for, family. And, I feel for, his whole family, his beautiful wife, obviously Stephen Silas down in Houston.
And Doc Rivers had some thoughts about Paul Silas.
You look at Paul Silas, he was an enforcer. He was nothing but toughness. But then when you look at him as a man, he was the most gentle human being, the most honest human being. We need more of those in our league. And the guys who didn't know him, he was just the greatest guy. He really was.
He really was. I had a chance to do shows with him. We did a weekly coaches show back when he was here, and he was a lot of fun and just a great guy. And our thoughts and prayers go out to his family today. Cavaliers trailing the San Antonio Spurs 65-49. In the West, don't look now, but the Pelicans are number one. Here's Zaya.
For us to kind of have that ranking right now, that's big, and we want to not only hold on to it, but build on it, because we have a deep team, and we all have a special bond, so everybody is happy to see each other do well. So, like I say all the time, my teammates and my coaches, they give me confidence to go out there and be me, and I give my teammates and coaches the confidence right back.
Well, he's healthy and playing, and what a difference it makes. They're in first place. And the Cavs have played so well at home, but how about the G League Cleveland Charge?
Diakite in front of the pack, slams with two hands on the break. 19-4 Diakite, 4:22 to play in the ballgame. Charged by 10.
Scott Cirillo with the call there. The Charge, a 114-108 winner over the Windy City Bulls tonight. They've won 5 in a row. Now they're 8-0 at home on the season. And Diakite with 23 tonight. Sharif Cooper has been terrific for them. 30 points and 17 assists. And the Charge getting the job done. And they will be in action this Thursday again at 8 o'clock when they take on the Iowa Wolves. Well, the Cavaliers looking to bounce back in the third quarter. They've got some work to do. Hey, catch a new Cavs HQ presented by Betway tomorrow at 7 on the Cavaliers Audioverse. And don't forget, submit your Zoom postgame show comments and questions at Cavs Audioverse. Do it on Twitter at Cavs Audioverse. Zoom, one platform to connect. It's the Spurs 65 and the Cavaliers 49. First half numbers, second half action coming up next on the Cavs Audioverse.
Any first responder will tell you, never try to beat a train. After braking, it can take a mile for a train to completely stop. So when you come to a railroad crossing, stop. Because trains can't. Paid for by NHTSA.
The all-new NBA app is happening and has you covered from coast to coast. Live tip-offs at your fingertips and highlights right as they happen. Catch every can't-miss moment before, during, and after the game. And behind the scenes like you've never seen. It's all access, all the time. All in one app. Because if it's happening in the new NBA app. So get the app today.
SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the ticketing app for Cavs fans, like the sideline shot caller. SeatGeek got him a great deal on seats right near the action, so he can be sure every player hears his insightful advice.
Come on, post up, big fella.
You too can get a great deal on SeatGeek. Use code CavsFan22 to get $20 off your first purchase. SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. We handle the tickets so fans can fan. Promo code valid for 1 year. Purchase must be over $50. New customers only.
Make your next project a win and represent the Cavs with Sherwin-Williams colors like fine wine and edgy gold. Your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store is here to help you run every play to perfection and up your game with the very best paint. And with more than 1,500 colors to choose from, they've got you covered from coast to coast. Sherwin-Williams, the official paint and coatings partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Be better protected this football season with an updated COVID-19 booster shot designed for recent Omicron variants. If it's been at least 2 months since your primary series or booster, schedule your updated COVID-19 booster dose at vaccines.gov. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
You're listening to the Cavaliers Audioverse Halftime Show. Now for more first half stats, let's get back to Tim Alcorn and Jim Jones.
Cavs down 16 at the half, 65-49. Let's tell you why. San Antonio shooting-wise, 28 of 51, 55%. They only hit 4 3 balls, 13 attempts, 31%, 5 of 8 at the line, 62%, 65 in the first half for the Spurs, 38 of which came in the paint for the Cavaliers, 21 of 4.